do have this turned down, right? Welcome to my realm, located beyond time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. What is thy name? Oh, oops. I am used to playing on a 360 controller as of lately. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Don't you just hate when you can't, like, randomly get isekai'd into the world of Pokemon? Wake up. Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my boy? You gave me quite the shock falling down from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? Team Rocket? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I see, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? See, you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. That's depressing. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I completely forgot. I had just caught these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. And what might your name be? That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize, I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Lavaton. I'm something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, the Pokemon such as these will... Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Hey, you 3, wait! The ID system, the menu system is up on the D-pad. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. You found something that resembles a phone. Probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc Phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. Alas, yet another miss. Aha, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I've tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you about these 3 first. Now that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy, Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. Oh, they give you 50? But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned that already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. I'll be always awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to make sure to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do so, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it's a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied the Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press B. Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon. It seems you've got quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Jolly useful skills to have around here. Only 2 of my darling Pokemon runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. I would believe it. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, but never mind catch them. Just one more to go. Let's wrap up this shark, shall we? Ah yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go. There we go. Thank you very much indeed. But what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come following. They must say Pokemon. I was taken back by how well you use those Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help to think there's a reason you appeared here now. Seek out all Pokemon. Object is an ARC phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokedex. Yes, a proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. In order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out? And whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokedex is complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then. Onward to Jubilife Village. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village. It has come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Exploration Team. This road we're on now is known as the locals as Canalave Avenue. How long? The village was built secretly, scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do yet. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now, that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outfit. Or village, I guess. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. You need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? Just past this bridge here, and then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your ARC phone is beeping. Somehow, it seems to show where you need to go next. Use the minus button to view the map on your ARC phone. Consult the map for guidance to your next destination and inform you and information on your missions and quests. Close it out too early. Whatever. I'm new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone I meet, so I always learn something new. Canala Bridge. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. You don't have seats for outsiders, move along. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you here before. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you met Professor Labaton. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. Makes me a bit worried. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not too long ago and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Sakari says, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite alright now. This person here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Cylleen's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Cylleen? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Cylleen. Professor Labaton has told me how you help secure his Pokemon when they can slip his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be about 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Most reasonable decision, Captain. Would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us here can share a meal and some pleasant conversation. Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please. But make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Professor Labaton, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Ah, well, you know that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Oh no, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with the facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in this Swirly region. Yeah, there are, in the grass, in the forest, by the water, or wherever they like. Our job as a Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. That's where he will come in. He successfully taught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in Team Galactic is capable of defeating such thing. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We had a hard enough time catching even one wild Pokemon after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that flooded the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough just to do that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying such a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know? The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. But now, have your fill. And think, if you make it into Galaxy Team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all of its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Pokemon has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in his skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. For tonight, at least, we'll provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Cylene somewhat like Hisui in that regard, that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. Imagine our new friend has enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Who might you be? I haven't seen you before in this village before. After the Survey Corps, Cylene. I wonder if anything actually scares her. New hairstyle means a fresh outlook, and a fresh outlook lets you change your fortunes. Ice fire in the sunken hearth can help keep the entire room heated. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in this Hisui region. Read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu and go to the help screen. Any tips for team members? Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you for such a fate. To save your progress, press up on the up button. Press the up button to open the menu, then scroll with ZL or ZR until you reach the save screen. There's also an autosave function that you can use to have your progress saved automatically. You can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to the help screen. Yeah, we gotta rest. The next day... Good morning. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today marks the day of your trial, sir. Let's give it our all. This looks like you can store lots and lots of items in it. It's a jug used to store drinking water. It has a lid on top to keep debris from falling in. The dresser, very solid construction, where extra sets of clothes need to be kept. Alright, let's go. Well, lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to headquarters. Admiral Silene is waiting. Commander Kamado is fantastically strong. Rumor has it he once sent a Pokemon flying with one of the sumo throws he's so proud of. The Survey Corps' offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. Sound out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. That's what happens when you go so far afield. With a medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find the trial particularly trying. Captain Silene? You're here. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start, no one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Does a stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things like this. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. You wish to say you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whenever you may need in the field. Whenever you may need in the field. Satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Galaxy Team's entry trial. Ugh. Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are 2 types, missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress your adventure, while requests are optional and given by the people you meet. Pardon me, come with me for a moment. Now, then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter, Professor Lavenden? In order to complete our Pokedex and while simply survive in this unforgiving land, he must absolutely pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help him accomplish that. Here's where you get Shaggy. Choose your starter. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? We are immediately going with Oshawott. You want Oshawott as your first part? And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Oshawott back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. I do kind of like the subdued music for this. A word of advice, by the way. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokeball you want here out in the field. They look as if they're cheering on their friend Oshawott. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when he fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research trial. By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Maybe let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. We have 70 Pokeballs already? Jesus, these Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters, then head for the gate. Oh, I took my ones. Oh well. You have no food for freeloaders. Survival out here is a daily battle, you know. This hair shop place, the haircut place. Never seen clothes quite like yours, hon. Where might they be from? Back in my hometown, I've got an older brother who's gonna inherit the family farm and all. But I'm gonna make my own way here in Hisui. This region is huge, and there's lots of dangerous Pokemon, too. But you came here anyway. How come? Pokemon terrify me. Even going out to gather berries is the worst. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Vo of the Ginkgo Guild. Go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investing the odd and novel is key to any good merchant success, so what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenges you to battle. Challenged. And this is gonna be the standard, hey, just spam this move to win. So these first battles of Pokemon are pretty much always this. He just made this battle impossible to lose. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. Yeah, Oshawott got a new move. Always good to have fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Sometimes Pokemon learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the change move option. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use their Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battle warriors recover from their little exercise. Healed. And to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Topical medicine meant to be applied to a Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now to the Obsidian Field Titans. When you're leaving Jubilee Village, make sure you choose a destination for your map and tell Ras the Guardsman where you're going. That way someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Your trial begins just a short way past the front gate. Your Pokemon... I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Chase. You ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Silene got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. This person's talents are the real deal. They'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me, then. Well, I'm sure he will be fine. Let's begin the trial. And here we go with the catching tutorial. Again. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. Obsidian Field Domains. And along comes a Bidoof. Time to get ready to catch it. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice. I'm just sharing what I know. Hold down the ZL button to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon attacks. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends not to run from people, so this will be easy. You got a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. That's a Starly. Or there's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They run if startled. But you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. Press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. Starly caught as well. Only one more Pokemon to go. Oh, I forgot. There's something I ought to teach you since you're still new to this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. Sap and Cyrene taught us, have an item ready, but you want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but want to throw an item, press X. Captain's a real expert on these things. Try throwing your Pokemon's Pokeball at rocks or trees like this one to have it investigate. If your Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Sure you know where you're going? Let's see. That's gonna get... There, that Shinx. Jinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? Not to worry, these things become clear once you focus on the Pokemon around you. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. When you use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. An X icon will appear above any Pokemon if it is picked to a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you see Pokemon you currently have, when you have an item ready to throw, press the X button and allow you to toggle between throwing items and Pokemon. Tackle. You approach this Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling complete Pokedex that we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. It said you'd pass a trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and just did that. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. It's called a commemorative photograph. With skills like yours, it's supposed to be a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Cyrene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the Village Masters. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field, in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our reports at headquarters. Perhaps Captain Silene will be very pleased. None of the dialogue's changed. Up on the 3rd floor is the office of Galaxy Team's commander, Kamado. You're not going up there until we know a little more about you, Mr. Kid. That Captain Silene will be very pleased. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations, you passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. Set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy of it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Receive the Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. Get changed in the room you used last night, then you're to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. There's your first official order from your captain. Ready to get into your uniform, make sure to use the mirror in your quarters. Five principles. Behave with courtesy to others. Superiors are owed your respect. Likes and dislikes are a luxury ill afforded. Those who are weaker must be helped, and difficulties must be faced head on. And to put on your Survey Corps uniform and your Survey Corps sandals. Alright. Oh, oops. You changed to your Survey Corps uniform. Look how well our Survey Corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Now present yourself to the commander. I'd have been waiting for it. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are the new arrival. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. You've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitions among us might see your arrival as some important disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're now part of Jubilife Village. Dedicate to yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you at your work. Entry trial completed. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit in our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you may move up, and you will move up through the ranks. You see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher rank you will become. And working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer to that goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. Recipe for crafting Pokeballs. Recipe for crafting Pokeballs from scratch. Required materials, 1 apricorn and 1 tumblestone. And 3,000 Pokedollars as well. You'll have to buy the necessary materials. Akari, you are an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to do. Of course, Captain Saeed. Now, as the experienced craft person here, let me explain a bit to get started. Crafting means making items with your own 2 hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we'd be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the Craftworks. Well done, earning a place on our team. My name is Anth. I'm a local clothier. The professor asked that I already ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I hope they do fit. You received an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I hope you'll avail yourself of the village humble shops. This way to the Craftworks. You can use the workbench here at the Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. And I'll supply you what you need to make your first Pokeballs once you're ready to begin. Call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes wherever you think is best. Go up to the workbench and choose an item to craft, in this case, a Pokeball. Use the workbenches in Jubilife Village and the base camps to craft Pokeballs and other items. Crafting items require a recipe and the necessary materials. We're just going to go ahead and make 20. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, boy. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in the Pokédex. And on that note, here you are. Receive the Pokédex. A volume for compiling the collected results of much Pokemon research. Professor Lavington continually adds to it with each report made on new Pokemon species. Okay. I've prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region. You'll have to complete lots of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokedex. The same goes for me, of course. I've also got a Pokemon to research as a Survey Corps member. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you're ready.
Ready? Yeah, ready.
Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk to me. Who has something to ask you about will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill their request, you may receive a nice reward. So there's a Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Well, you see, it was having a chat with Professor Lavington, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling, and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements to evolve, you'll be able to select the Evolve option when viewing the Pokemon you have in your satchel. So I decided I wanted to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just give me a Wurmple if you can. You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and about to compile that Pokedex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out all about Starmie. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but when I see Starmie, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one. Please, let me see Starmie's entry in that Pokedex the moment you've completed it. I know Shinx's ears have odd markings on the insides, but what were they? Oh, use, I can't remember. This will keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Shinx, could you show it to me? I've got to see one with my own eyes. Can't remember for the life of me what those ears looked like. It's driving me up the wall. Alrighty, let's have a peek at these round ears. That's it. The ears have a yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. I can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. Alright, let's go ahead and head out of the village. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokedex for you to reference anytime. Research tasks are tasks you need to carry out to complete the Pokedex. Each Pokemon species has a different number and variety of research tasks. Press the down button to open your Pokedex and check what kinds of research tasks are available for the Pokemon you've registered. When you focus on a wild Pokemon in the field using the ZL button, you can also instantly check the research task for the species by pressing the down button to open the Pokedex right to that page. Some Pokemon have some unusual research tasks, so be sure to check them out. As catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. One last piece of advice. If you see a wild Pokemon's attacks coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. Here, watch closely. Remember what I do so you can do it later. Yep. That beautiful flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. Dodge! If you're light on your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon's attacks. That way, hopefully, you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. Security Corps had to collect me when I got the business end of some Shinx's Thundershock. Don't worry, I've got lots of experience to draw on. I'll teach you plenty. It's only the trees that are carrying stuff that need to be hit. Okay. Now let me share some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus on Pokemon with the ZL button, then press the down button to open the Pokedex. You'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. You might have just noticed that you have a research task to do with how many Bidoof you caught. That's right, catching just one isn't enough. You need 2, then 4, then more and more. And when it comes time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom. If you have items out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Basically got to try and do as much as possible for these research tasks to get them done. Number of different forms you've obtained. Catch 6 of these. So we have to use Aqua Jet 15 times, Water Pulse 15 times, Slash 15 times, Strong and Agile Cyclops. Bidoof is just a number. Air, Starly, caught without being spotted. Number defeated, number of different forms you've obtained. Shinx, number defeated. Number you've defeated with ground type moves. With quick attack, bite. Okay, that's pretty easy. Hey Eric, how are you? feel that. Like, it's been brutally like hot out here. Best advice, drink plenty of water. Fans. No. Oops. If you have blinds and everything, yeah. I think you've got it, but as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokedex when you focus on a Pokemon to check your research task form. Just ZL then down. Try checking your task for Starly next. God damn it. One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? For that, try catching them while hiding in some taller grass. I just did this. Go wait for you up ahead. Come catch up once you finish some tasks. Yeah, it's... welcome to what it's like basically nearly every day down here. Like, it's 90 degrees temperature-wise, but it feels like it's nearly, pushing 100. Does going into battle despawn the Pokemon around you? Seems like it does. Oh, that kind of sucks. Yeah, this is the first time I've played this. Like, because I'm not gonna lie, I was not terribly interested when this game first came out because it was kind of like, okay, well, there's this big push for 3D Pokemon. And then it kind of sold the trailers and I saw like, oh hey, the game's lagging in the open world. Because you could see, like, in the release trailer, like, when they were doing combat in the open world, it, like, the game just stuttered in the combat. It's like, Well, I'm playing on the Switch 2, so hopefully that, like, alleviates some of the problems. Because like, most games that were Switch 1 on Switch 2 perform a lot better. It was just super funny when, like, this game was in, like, just got announced. People were like, oh my god, this is what we wanted Pokemon to do. And then it just shows that, like, hey, maybe Nintendo's not ready for open world kind of stuff yet. but it's been good so far. This game's probably gonna pick up a lot more once they get past the tutorialization of everything. Oh my god. I've already got one of these. If you take too much damage in a short time, you'll be in danger of blacking out. You can tell you're in danger when the edges of the screen turn red. Damage goes away over time, but you won't begin to recover if you're still being targeted by a wild Pokemon. If you take further damage after the edges of the screen have turned red, you'll become overwhelmed and black out. Speaking of which, your research task for Weasel includes seeing it use a certain move. To be precise, you have to see it use the move in battle. Hey, man. That's gonna... Let me guess, it's gonna tell me about the apricorn trees now too. Hey, man. You're really doing quite well for yourself. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit. The game's gonna do this again, isn't it? Containing everything you might need for crafting, even when there's no workbench around. However, you can only use the materials you have in your satchel. You can select the crafting kit from the key items pocket in your satchel. However, unlike at the workbench, you will only be able to use the materials in your satchel. You won't be able to craft more items in your satchel. Recipe for potions, which I'm guessing is the mystical herbs and the orange berries. Yep. The crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using any materials you have in your satchel. So long as you got an apricorn and a tumblestone, you can make Pokeball anytime. Or with an orange berry and a medicinal leaf, you can make a potion. So you do heal your Pokemon. Cover of your Pokedex will tell you if there are tasks you finished and can report. So we've caught like some Starly, Bidoof. Oshawott done some moves. Number of times you defeated with electric type moves. Seen it use Aqua Jet. God, you have to see it use Poisonous Thing 25 times? Ugh. Gotta catch 25 of these, 10 without being spotted. Ugh. Please report back to Professor Laventon once you've got some research tasks done. So now how do I... So, like, at some point I'm gonna need to, like... So not only do you need to catch a lot of these Pokemon, but you also need to, like, do battles and everything with the Pokemon you already have to kind of... This is going to be a little frustrating. Like, it's not a bad thing to have to do that, but it's just kind of annoying that, like... If you have to manage everything along those lines together... I gotta move mastered? Okay. Oh, I'm guessing that's what gives it its style and everything. That's the other thing I think I remember seeing about this game is that you have to go back to the camps as well to, like, change Pokemon out. So, like... That's Ponyta. Let's just go back. So I need to use this. Oh wait, do status effects not carry over after battle? Well, that makes the game a lot easier. I feel like I'm just going to be running in circles in this game. Getting all the stuff I need, like... Yeah, it's kind of weird. Modern Pokemon's kind of been like, status effects out of battle aren't really as important anymore, and then, like, when they used to kind of be a big deal. Let's listen attentively to Akari's teachings. Seems to be a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards that they offer. When you submit survey reports, you'll receive money based on the level and number of Pokemon you caught. If you'll receive more money if you fulfill certain conditions, such as catching a species for the first time. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed so far. Oh, geez, okay. I see, most illuminating. I'll update your Pokemon or Pokedex with this new information. By carrying out the research tasks and submitting survey reports, you'll raise the research levels of the Pokemon species you encounter. You raise a Pokemon's entry to level 10, the entry will be considered complete, and you will have unlocked all the detailed information to be had about that species. You should carry out tasks and complete the Pokedex entries for different species. You'll also gain Pokemon research points, which you can view on the cover of your Pokedex. Once you've earned a certain number of points, you'll be able to move up through the ranks of the Galaxy Expedition team. Okay, so with certain Pokemon, like the starters and everything, you're gonna have to do certain things to do that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Not quite there yet, I'm afraid. You'll need to complete a few more research tasks before you're ready to go up in rank. I'd recommend you work your way through Bidoof and Starly's tasks first. Let me go back to town. No. I needed to do... Let me go back. Yes, okay. I can go give this guy... Oh, it's gonna be evolving into a Dustox, isn't it? Pokeballs. So you can get a haircut. A shaman fancy kimono and a shaman fancy bottoms. This is where a Pokemon company will do everything except actually give you a fucking shaman. Oddities. Sandals. Pencils. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be picking up any outfits anytime soon. So I got to complete Starly. I do have Sword and Shield data on my Switch, so... what was I gonna do? Okay. I need to go get Wormhole from... Yeah. I never really bought Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl because I kind of heard that the remakes weren't that good. Like, it was more just like there were some technical issues in the games that never really got fixed. Not that they were like that, just like, hey, the games were kind of buggy. Maybe should have been QA tested a little bit better. Sixby doof. It's kind of a dumb thing. Like, even one of the most prominent people at Nintendo has been like, oh, hey, it's better to release a game late than it is to, like, release it half finished. Doof already has. It also feels weird playing a Pokemon game like now, where it's like, okay, the goal is to catch like tons and tons of Pokemon, because I'm kind of used to like right now, especially going through like the other games, it's been like hey, you'll need to catch like one, maybe two of these, depending on if they have split evolutions and everything like that. Yeah, they did drop that tagline. How did I catch it unaware? It saw me! Excuse me? What the hell? Oh. No, it saw me over the grass. I went and hid in the grass, and then it just lost aggro or something. I don't know, man. It's too high. What do I need to do for some of these Pokemon? I need Shinx to use Quick Attack. I need to use Aqua Jet from Oshawott. It's interesting so far, but it feels a little weird. I also have that to play, and oh. Hello. Yeah. I can see that. Wait, Oshawott knows sword stance? That's insane this early. Hello? Yeah, like, that's the thing, I think, like, a lot of the Pokemon side games better capture, like, what Pokemon's going for. Like, you have Pokemon Ranger, Pokemon Ranger, which better shows kind of like the connection between people and Pokemon. The Pokemon Coliseum games, which give kind of like a more limited experience on like the Pokemon catching aspect, but it makes you value the catches more. Because like Pokemon Ranger, you have to use the Pokemon around you and like use their abilities to kind of help you get through like materials and objects and everything. So they kind of show their use more in that sense. And hello. Yeah, like, because what happens in Pokemon Ranger is that, like, any of the Pokemon you capture through you capture through the capture thing, you then keep with you in a party until you use their abilities and everything in battle. Which makes using each one more interesting. Now, granted, there are, of course, Pokemon that have stronger abilities than others because it tends to go with their, like their evolutions and everything. But you can carry around, like, between areas, primarily what you want to use. And yeah, hello, maybe Matthew. Hope you're doing well. Where is wonderful? I also need to craft more Pokeballs. Not yet. We have just started the game. I mean, I do in other Pokemon games. So I've been going through... I basically completed Gen 3's Pokedex all the way through right now, and then carrying it through to Gen 4 once Diamond and Pearl are beaten. Not yet in here. I'm sure we'll find it later. Okay, so it kind of seems like tumblestones are going to be the limiting factor on Pokeballs. the point of the agile and the strong styles? Is it like double? Oh, maybe it doubles the power? Or does it not allow you to throw them like if you're too far away from them? Okay. What am I looking at in terms of stuff that I've done? I can report that. Those can probably be done. Strong, but it can make your next turn delayed. Okay. Get both of these. Okay, yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I can go and get these reported. I think the game's telling me to do that now as well. Don't know how well I think that idea would work. I was thinking, like, you know, it'd be kind of cool if, like, Pokemon could use the items they pick up immediately. Like, if it's berries, they could just heal off of it. Let's go ahead and report the findings. So, Oshawott been caught. Starly, Shanks. Bidoof still needs to. Wormhole. Already got level 9 on Drifloon? Okay. Good progress on these research tasks. I do believe you're ready to move up the ranks. Let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Silene. It's time you earned yourself a star. I also need to report that other... Was that person not here? Oh, here they are. Wait one moment. Male and female Starly have different appearances. Let me see. So the markings on their foreheads are different sizes. Incredible, I had no idea. Thank you for letting me read its Pokédex entry. Now that I know more about it, I imagine I might finally bring myself to touch a Starly. Please, if you can find it in your heart, catch a Starly and bring it to me. Ugh, come on. Can I... Is there a way inside the village to see what Pokemon you have, or do you have to go to camp? See, if you have to go to camp every time, that's a little annoying. Should be a fenced off area. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I see it over there. Smooth curl of the feather on its head, those lovely round eyes. It's lovely through and through. I adore it down to the last feather. Well, hello there, Starmie. I think I'm quite satisfied just looking at it after all. Besides, it might let loose a move. Who outside of the Survey Corps or Security Corps could actually do something so frightless approach a Pokemon willingly? All the same, we must thank you for showing me the sweet Starly. Some people will see a Pokemon and simply flee on sight, you know. Perhaps being able to read all about Pokemon in that Pokedex might put them at more ease. Cool. Okay. So we've got all the requests done. So it should be this area here. This is training grounds. Village entrance. Wait. What is the point of making it accessible back here? Oh, there it is over there. Hey, look, it's my Pokemon Ranch. Just in ancient Japan. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, maybe that thing is later then. Okay. You have progress to report. I will judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokedex. You have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially obtained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition Team. About 10. You can now use heavy balls. Pokemon up to level 20 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Your areas are further recipes you need for crafting. That's 1 apricorn and 1 black tombstone. Revives. Or Vivichoke and Tuned Seasonal Weeks. That a stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. And by providing your worth and moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may become more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. For today, at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. So, I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Potato Mochi tastes so much better when you have something to be happy about. Still, you will be very busy from now on between our survey corps duties and requests from folks here. Which reminds me, have you already taken on that request from Beauregard? People of Jubilife aren't too familiar with Pokemon, you see, so if problems arise, the survey corps gets called to help. Indeed so. Some people will ask for your help when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request recently, Akari? What's it all about? About that, I was thinking maybe he could help me handle it. I was told it would require a bit of skill with battling Pokemon, so... Ah yes, that request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. People of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui before Galaxy Team arrived. We can establish good relations. I'm sure there's much we might learn from them, including more about local Pokemon. But we can discuss all that tomorrow. For today, we should eat up and get some rest. So, I forget. I think... So, I forget if this is a thing with this game, but the higher the Pokedex rank also means, like, it also increases shiny chance for some reason? Waiting around at the training grounds, if you caught a lot of Pokemon, you may want to visit the pastures to change up your team. Is there something that happens when it's at rank 15? Once it like hits the max, 'cause I think that's the max rank for the Pokedex. I don't remember. Okay, can I go in here and see if there are more requests? Where is his office? Yeah, great. Okay. Wait, I didn't see anything? Because I've had an epiphany. You see, I've got a partner of my own. We may not get along perfectly, but we've got work together. We've got to work together to help complete the Pokedex. I love how insulting it is that you can just say that you have a Pokemon! When we were attacked by those Shinx, I got too scared to think straight and I couldn't handle battling as a team. Ever since then, my partners refuse to listen to anything I tell them. It is a Pikachu. It's kind of normal. If I'm being honest, I'm not even sure how to order him, how to guide him in battle. When I saw how you and your Pokemon work together, I realized we need to do more too. So please, have a battle with me. The Survey Corps of Akari challenged you to battle. Come on! sometimes, man. Battling us, it could be wrong, but for a moment it felt like Pikachu and I finally understood one another. Let's keep working at it, okay, Pikachu? I guess I was wrong then, but I'll strive to work more as a team with my partner, the way you do. Assuming Pikachu and I can bridge some gaps. Oh, by the way, the professor said Pokemon have these things called types, which apparently make a big difference in how battles go. Pikachu seems to be an electric type, for example. Okay. Both Pokemon and moves have types. The type matchup between a move and its target determine how much damage is taken. Moves can be super effective, not very effective, or completely ineffective. Here are some examples of type matchups. Fire-type moves are strong against Grass-type Pokemon. Grass-type moves are strong against Water types. And Water-type moves are strong against Fire types. So you're the one. The new recruit that everyone's talking about. The name's Zizu, captain of the security corps. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give what advice I could. Captain Zizu is a master of ancient martial art, one that specializes in Pokemon battles. Now listen, if your Pokemon has truly mastered its moves, you can actually use them in different styles. On one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in the strong style. The move will deal more damage, but afterwards it'll take longer for your Pokemon to act. On the other hand, you can choose to unleash a move in the agile style. Such a move will help you learn to have less power behind it, but your Pokemon can act more quickly afterwards. Truly favorable conditions, it might even get out 2 moves before an opponent can act. Strong style moves, agile style moves, and of course regular moves. Choose what is right for a given situation and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. Once your Pokemon has mastered a move, you can have it use the move in either Agile or Strong style while pressing the L and R button, or the left and right button when selecting a move in battle. Sometimes your Pokemon will naturally master a move and unlock these extra styles by simply leveling up. Oh, they both use more PP too. Okay. Oh, one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some more powerful moves, just let me know. Zizu's teaching should serve you well when you're up against tough Pokemon. You remember, I mentioned that at the Wallflower that I could use your help again with Mai's request. And to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come as well, once you've readied your Pokemon team and perhaps have them learn some new moves from Zizu if you'd like. Okay. Pokemon can master their moves or learn new moves. Oh, okay. I'm guessing these all have a cost to them. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, that's good though. Hello? Thunderfang, Ice Fang, Swift. Woke up. Lose a card. Swift and rest. Swift, Ominous Wind. Focus Energy. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of good for Drifloon, though. So wait, Oshawa can learn all of these right now? Hmm. Might teach it aerial ace right now. Actually, I'll wait. Oh, it's Seed of Mastery. Okay. Oh, okay. So okay, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do with that. Let's see. Trying to, anyway. There's a secret technique to catching Pokemon, you see. It's what I call the secret backstrip technique. Take a Pokemon's back with a Pokeball will surprise it, making it easier to catch or giving you an advantage once battle starts. Hit a wild Pokemon from behind for a higher chance of successful catch to gain or I'm gonna try something a little bit here, try and fix that, because people are starting to fire off fireworks already. And my microphone's slightly picking it up. You're that boy from the Survey Corps who fell from the sky, aren't you? Listen here a moment. I need to tell you about this great cake order recipe I invented. Call it the mushroom cake. I poured 20 years of mushroom foraging into coming up with the recipe, and I know it's just a winner. Problem is, the folks around here just aren't catching on to my recipe's amazing potential. You're the talk of the village. If people see you making my mushroom cakes as famous as you are, I'm sure they'll want to give it a go too. Teach the recipe, and all you have to do is return this and spreading the good word by using it. Forges as I fell, as the old saying goes. One springy mushroom's all you'll need. Really wish people wouldn't be firing off fireworks the day before, but whatever. Oh, okay. I must go now. My planet needs me. Just got Shanks in a good spot. Let's start. Oh god. Oh, okay, you can move while this is going on. thing I'm also kind of glad about that this game does is it kind of just cuts out like the hey, this is gonna have to shake multiple times before it decides if it wants to go in or not. Really don't know how I'm supposed to like get it to use Poison Sting like 25 times to get that completed. So that's gonna be rough. Aquajet is 15 times. I'm almost done there. Bidoof. Need to catch 25 and then defeat more of them. Starly is times, caught, spotted. Shinx I need to defeat 10, 5, 10 more. Quick attack 25 times, bite. I get Bidoof added to that list. No, you can fast travel to the camps, okay. Bidoof is complete, Shinx is complete, Purple is level 8. Okay. Poisoned. Does poison not do any damage? Or is it only after its turn? Oh, that's so dumb. Okay. So I need to find Crickertot. Rest here. I'm gonna go ahead. It's evolved. What does it know now? Iron defense, okay. Do I have any other wormhole? I do. Because that should have given me... Yeah, number you've evolved, okay. Actually, that should be enough to get it completed. Yeah, okay. Actually, I need to get a Cascone. I need to get a Silcone. Need to use Weasel so I can start getting this one completed. Oh. Well. That's disappointing. God damn it. Seriously? Okay. Ow, okay. I need to find purple. There we go. Get back here. That's gone. kind of glad there is a way to kind of get Pokemon experience by just kind of using them in your party. And having them, like, get stuff. Because it definitely makes leveling some Pokemon a lot easier. Oh god, that's a Rapidash. Okay, never mind. Not going that way. That's a big, angry horsey. To defeat this electric type. Worn out. Oh, I have to beat those with ghost type moves. Never mind. I'm thinking of the... I'm thinking of the weasels again. Yeah, it is. First specimen, number defeated, number of forms I've obtained. One needs to use Poison Sting, Daylight Hours. Okay. go try and move forward because, like, it's good that I'm doing this and trying to complete this, but it's gonna take me a while. Really need to get more items. Move unaware. The more pointless thing I can get off, the better. The easiest thing to do with this thing is going to basically be evolving it until I caught it enough times. It's going to be the same thing with Cascoon. Griffoon won't be too bad. It's a what? Oh, I think that one's done already. Good. Okay. Weasel. Many strong Pokemon make a home on the other side of the bridge. I can't let you pass unless you're first. Oh, at your rank, you should be fine. Go on then. Don't let your guard down now. Retreat to safety if you find yourself in trouble. Thanks. Over here. My, this is Pumpkin. My, a new face in the village. Not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, I assume you're prepared to help. I'm one of the wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me Mai. Suppose that you might not even know what a warden is if you're new. But such talk can wait. Right now, I'd rather we get straight to the point. I have a problem that I need solving, so the important question is this. Do you feel confident that you can lead your Pokemon in battle? That's good to hear. That security corps of yours certainly wasn't up to the task. This here is my partner Mudslide, so we were raised together like siblings. He battles at my side by choice, without needing any silly little balls like you use. Watch him learn. Oh, okay. Thanks for the warning, game. Appreciate that. Sword stance. Oh, Jesus, okay. This Munchlax is freaking danky, man. What the hell? Battle decided. You really aren't one of the usual galaxy buffoons if you could defeat my partner. Well fought, Munchlax. I'll take care of the Pokemon that battled for us. I'll let you have these. New people make all kinds of things with your crafting, don't you? These should be proved to be useful materials. Ah, okay. This is where I'm going to get the stuff from Revives. You and your Pokemon fought well together. You practically acted as one with them. Rather like the legendary hero of old, the one we tell stories of to our children. I think you're indeed the one for the job. You see, I need someone to deal with an alpha Pokemon causing trouble upon Deer Track Heights. It's a large, fearsome foe, like any alpha, but you'll come, won't you? The Deer Track Heights? That thing you have, it's showing you where you got to go, isn't it? Oh my, that is some curious sort of map. Is that one of those Galaxy Team inventions that I keep hearing about? Not yet. But it certainly does seem to show the way to Deer Track Heights up ahead of us. I'll leave this in your hands. You'll do great out there, I know it. Seems you're quite the asset to the Survey Corps. Though, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about the Almighty Sinnoh? Almighty, what now? Suppose that's to be expected. Allow me to sketch out the basics. Almighty Sinnoh steers all time. It's said to have created the universe using its power over time slow, and in this land of Hisui was born in the process. It's by the grace of the Almighty Sinnoh that Pokemon can live and thrive here. We of the Diamond Clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate the Almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself from our sight. Almighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human, if the tales are to be trusted. But there are still Pokemon here today in Hisui with a connection to the Almighty Sinnoh. And it is the duty of wardens like myself to attend to their needs. The Pokemon that graces Deer Track Heights is one of those on our field. It's directly descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me and you may understand. Who the hell is that? Are you? Get back here. Or don't. Man, I feel kind of miffed. I miss the Zubat. Actually, like, outside of Gen 3 and like the first couple levels you have a Zubat, like, it's actually kind of good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Crobat's actually kind of decent. It's worth a shot. See if I can catch it this way. Oh, you! I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for those. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There's a Geodude. Is that the accuracy lowering mechanic in this game? I think we're gonna try and get to where we need to go. Maybe call it a night there. Maybe like people haven't been firing off fireworks all that much, so like it seems to have stopped. Stone. Oh, that's a stammer. Okay. Sweet. We'll take that. Staravia. It's a little awkward when you miss a freaking Pokeball throw in this game sometimes. Easy, got paralyzed. Okay. Let's do this one. Thinking about it too. And we're gonna get Beautifly. Okay. Well, that's a rampaging storm. Okay, what's up here? Oh, so even your professor decided to join us. Thank goodness I got here in time. As a Pokemon researcher, I can hardly miss out on a chance to observe an alpha, could I? Suppose that is your business. Fine, as long as you stay out of the way. This is Deer Track Heights. This is where I have long come to pay tribute to a special Pokemon, a Pokemon descended from one of the ancients blessed by the Almighty Sentinel. That's not it. That's only a troublemaker here to disturb the peace with its racket. And that's what you're here for, to drive that interloper from this place. On my word, what a large specimen. Little wonder alpha Pokemon are feared across the land if they're all oversized as this one. Exactly. They're not only big though, they are strong and may only know moves that others of their kind do not. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. Nevertheless, I believe you were stronger than still as alpha. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, considering there are Rickerton around here. Press the Y button during a battle to check the action order of all Pokemon currently battling.
also send those area ways. Let's see if I can catch this. Yay, there you go. You really are an impressive one, aren't you? Seeing someone best in Alpha like that, it truly reminds me of the old legend hero of the world. You best make sure your Pokemon are taken care of after facing off against such a foe. What in the world? Oh. It's a great weird ear. He looks upon you with kindness. I'd say the great Weirdeer has taken a liking to you. That is fortunate. He's an esteemed Pokemon that can dash across the expanse of Hisui while bearing a human on his back. A human he deems worthy, at least. He's a blessing to us all. Remarkable. Truly outstanding stuff. A Pokemon like that, or a Pokemon letting someone ride on it, why, it's just like the ride Pokemon of Alola. Oh, okay, so this world has basically just pulled everybody in. Captain Cylene sent me. She said that once Pokemon carries out this request, we'd be able to set up a base camp. About that. I know this was a joint decision by Adam and the commander, but still, it is truly fine for us to set up forest base camps like this. The Hisui region is a land created by Almighty Sinnoh for the sake of its Pokemon. As long as your goal is to coexist and thrive together with the Pokemon, then I imagine you should be allowed to use this land. Great Weirdeer has taken a liking to him as well. This is a good sign. You have my thanks for what you did today. The clan leader will hear of how you aided us. I'll come to show my appreciation with a proper reward as soon as I can. Cool. If we want to coexist and thrive with Pokemon, we'll need to stop fearing them and start getting to know them better. This starts with completing the Pokedex. Anyway, we should be able to have that base camp set up once the construction core arrives. Here we have it, our new base camp upon Deer Track Heights. I call it the Heights Camp. From now on, when you set out from the village, you can ask to be escorted to this base camp to start your incursions directly from here. Having another base camp to start from will be a great help on our surveys. Nice work today, everyone. Let's say we all head back to Wallflower. So we got Oshawott has been updated. Bidoof, Starly, Shinx. Some of these are going to require catching alphas. Okay. Oh, sweet. And we got rank 2 now as well. Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, please. And make it 3 for today as well. Have you all heard the grave news? The frenzied Cleaver from the rumors ended up mauling some of our Galaxy folks who went out to investigate this morning. The medical corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. Ah, this is a Cleaver was reportedly struck by powerful lightning, yes? I hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. Still, if further investigation is in order, the Survey Corps will of course step up to the task. A certain amount of danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokemon, but I'm sure he can handle things just fine. Are you certain? I've heard Cleaver is so mighty, even Alpha Pokemon don't compare to him. Now, you forget the strengths of the Pokemon are key items of information that the Survey Corps are duty-bound to research. And since this perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and finding fit physique, I do believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. The next day... Good morning. You should hurry to the commander's office before he decides to use you for sumo practice. There you are. Let's hurry to headquarters. Look who's being punctual. Finally you realized you're wasting the almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham? There you go again, insisting on your false image of almighty Sinnoh as a ruler of time. My people follow their true almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. Ha! You could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with it. Excuse me? Are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of the vast Hisui space? Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time, almighty leader of the Pearl Clan. I worried you'd get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me get lost in the almighty Sinnoh's great gift to the Pearl Clan in our world's very basis? You wish. I wish that I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. You can feel the tension when those two show up. You haven't met them, haven't you? The woman with her reverence for space is Irida, the leader of the Pearl Clan. And the man who's going on and on about time, Adamant, leads the Diamond Clan. Diamond and the Pearl Clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently things used to be less peaceful. But the boss, Commander, is waiting. We should save this conversation for after you report to him. There's something here. Alright, if a Pokemon starts eyeing me, I'll fling an Oran Berry, then run while it's distracted. If I stick to the plan, I should be fine. Oh, Survey Corps boy. Just headed out to the Fieldlands to go gather Tumblestones, but I haven't got as many Oran Berries as I'd like. You restore some HP to Pokemon to eat them, so you might imagine Pokemon tend to be very interesting. Throwing Oran Berries is great with distracting and avoid wild Pokemon. Your lives, okay. I'll take that. Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, I have to complete the Pokedex page for it. Okay. What I need to do is I need to switch this out here. What move did it? Is it just Aerial Ace? It's not really that good of a unique move. Is Oshawott level 18 for one that evolves? Alright, well, I think this is probably a good time as any to stop here for the night. So let's go ahead. What's the internet connection point of this? Let's check this before I go. If you black out in the field, you may lose some of your items. However, players from all over the world can find your lost items and send them to you via the internet. If you find a satchel that someone else has lost, be sure to pick it up. The satchel you retrieve will be returned to its owner and you can receive merit points as a reward. MP can be exchanged for items at the trading post in Jubilife Village. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for a night, so thank you for coming out, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening.